Izzy.
Aubrey.
Sam.
So today we have some big topics from JoJo Siwa, Beyonce, the bird flu, and some tennis. So what's going on with JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, absolutely. So JoJo Siwa has made a name for herself. She was on Dance Mom. She's very, very girly, very pink, glitter, all that sorts of stuff. And she was a big hit among like younger children. And now she's like rebranding. She's like, I don't really know what I would call it, but it's like,
She was a bad girl.
yeah, her new rebrand is like, I was a bad girl, I did some bad things.
Like-
And she's releasing a single called Karma on April 5th.
Oh yeah, I was a bad girl. It's like, girl, you were wearing like giant ribbons with like
Yeah.
sequins all over your
Like
clothes. You were not.
she never had the bad girl persona, and I understand she's trying to rebrand, and I want it to go well for her. It sounds like how you produce kids' music,
Right.
but then she's like,
It's like kids box.
I say the B word now.
Oh.
I'm crazy, and I kiss girls.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's all you do. You gotta do something a little more exciting if you're gonna be like, I was a bad girl. Like, okay.
She's 5'9".
Oh,
That's pretty
tall,
tall,
yeah.
actually.
So yeah,
She's 20.
I kind of imagine her as like kind of 4'11". You know?
She still wears like the big bows. In the music video, she has like kiss makeup on.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. I'm like,
Her birthday's
Okay.
coming up. Are we gonna celebrate?
what? Happy
Yes, we
birthday,
should have a birthday
JoJo.
party.
When's
It's a
your
month and a
birthday?
half.
Wow.
May 19th.
Okay, I'm so
Oh.
excited. It's almost my birthday, guys. April 23rd.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
You're closer than JoJo.
Yeah, I'm so maybe.
So you're pretty
I'm
better.
better than. Yeah. I was a bad girl. Literally me.
I mean, she's just kind of like all over the place with this new rebrand. People are thinking that she's just like going crazy.
She probably is. I mean, I would go crazy too if I was on Dance Moms as a child.
I mean, yeah, Dance Moms is something else.
Irritating. She voice. She also though she's like not a good person. Like her XOOMG group that she started with like those little girls, she kind of like turned them into like mini hers, and she basically dance mommed them, like made them like orchestrate drama between each other, overwork, exploit some little kids to like start the next generation of her.
It's like generational trauma, but she's doing
Yeah.
it to not her own children.
I know.
I think she needs to try to recover her public image by not doing anything for a
I
while.
know, she needs to like chill out.
Yeah.
Go underground for a bit.
Speaking of underground, you know, have you guys ever heard of this, you know, this like really good artist named Beyonce?
No, who is
Yes.
that?
Yeah, so like, you know, she's like basically like, you know, like world famous like superstar, you know, but like, you know, so she dropped a new album, Cowboy Carter, March 28th. In her country era, well, cause she's like, you know, she's a Texas girl. She's born and raised in Texas, you know, and so she's like kind of had like some country influence throughout her career, but she's never really like, you know, like delved all the way into it. But her album, the day she dropped it, it became Spotify's most streamed album in a single day. She's like, I mean, she's breaking records. I mean, she's Beyonce, of course she's breaking records.
Right.
But you know, like, she's really like pushing the boundaries after she felt so unwelcomed in the genre, the country genre, you know? Because, I mean, a lot of the times with like black female artists, they kind of like get put in the box of like either like R&B, soul, or like hip hop, and that's kind of like the only options. She did a cover of Jolene on the album, you know, Dolly Parton, she gave her some love. I love Dolly Parton.
Oh,
you
No,
know?
yeah, that was
She's like,
It was so cute. There was an interview with like Dolly Parton about Beyonce doing it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just like so happy that somebody else would, that she would take my little songs and like make it."
Yeah.
I'm like, Dolly, you're so big and you're calling it a little song.
I know that, like, I don't know, Dolly and Beyonce, they have their little like bonding thing, and I think it's so cute. It makes me really happy. But like also, it is like a huge deal, like this album being like on the top charts. It's kind of combining like audiences, because you know Beyonce, I mean, she has a huge audience, but she's also like bringing in that like country influence, and it's like kind of like, I guess, like diversifying like people's music tastes a little bit, and kind of showing like, hey, like country is a like diverse genre, and it's opening this up for like other black women such as like the Boykins, Ashley Amber, Chapel Hart. These are all like country music groups that are kind of like finally, I guess, like getting a little bit of recognition and like starting to feel comfortable, I guess, like, you know, in this genre. And I think that that's, you know, that's huge because a lot of the times, like, when you envision, like, country, you think of, like, some old white guy in his pickup truck. I think that's very exciting, big news.
She's done everything.
Rusty.
She's done everything now. She's done, I mean, pop, obviously, rap, her collaborations
She's
with
in her
Kanye,
era.
5 or 6 of them. And then she's been in hip hop, rap, R&B, pop, country. There's nothing she hasn't done.
Yeah.
She has like the most Grammys of any artist
Yeah.
ever.
No, it's like really impressive when an artist can like, I guess like get into so many genres and like do them all successfully. It kind of like, I guess like shows a lot of range.
So in Texas, that's how we.
Texas!
Okay. There have been dairy cattle that have been coming down with the bird flu, which is kind of cuckoo bananas because that's the first time it's happened in America ever. So that's not good. But the CDC is doing like testing and stuff, and they say that it has spread to humans, but only the people who are like in contact with the cattle and like working with them, not people who are just like drinking the milk. that
Bird
was
flu
produced by
has
the
one of the highest death rates of any disease. It's above 50% death rate if you contract the disease. It's avian influenza is not something you want to get.
Yeah, but it's just kind of crazy. And it's not just in Texas, it's spreading right now fairly rapidly to a bunch of other states, including like Idaho, which is where which is where we get some of our stuff. We have a lot of we get most of our like beef and dairy from like Wyoming and Montana, but we do get some from Idaho. So right now they're working on isolating the infected cows and like getting them, But yeah, you don't really need to worry about it that it'll like get to you unless you're working with cows. But yeah, it's kind of
56% death rate.
That's not
For-
good.
That could make the prices of
Is
beef
that for
go.
the cows?
well, no, it's for dairy cattle. It's just in.
Oh, that could make the price of milk
Right now.
go even more up.
No.
Oh, my milk.
Speaking of milk, I bet you some of those tennis players drink a lot of milk. But they did have their first tournament on the 30th of March, which is pretty cool. It's good for them. There's a lot of tennis players this year. Some are returning, trying to get to state on that varsity squad. Sentinel Track and Field also had a tournament, which is pretty cool. So spring sports are in full swing, and if you are competing in spring sports, best of luck to you. For national sports, basketball. We said it was heating up before, but now it's red hot.
Oh,
We're about to go into the playoffs, and there's some teams that are ramping it up just at the right time, including my team and a lot of your teams, the Lakers. We've been winning a lot lately, and people have deemed us the scariest 9 seed in NBA history.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be scared of the Lakers, because Anthony Davis will get rebounds on you. But there's not much happening around the NFL except for the rule changes that you can read about in the sports section, spartanscoop.org. But other than that, there's not much going
What
on.
about college basketball?
Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
March Madness or whatever.
I was gonna get to that.
Right.
LSU just lost to Iowa yesterday. Caitlin Clark had 41 points in that game.
Let's go.
It was her 13th or 12th 40-point game in her career, and it came just at the right time. They now advance to the Final Four. That was an Elite 8 matchup against LSU, and Angel Reese couldn't pull through. She suffered a leg injury in the third quarter or second quarter, but she was maybe impaired by that a little bit, but LSU just couldn't stop Iowa's scoring. It was tied at halftime, but after that, Iowa took off with it and won by a comfortable amount. If anyone is not overrated, it's Caitlin Clark. She's the best of all time.
Yeah. Some goats. We got Caitlin Clark, Beyonce, JoJo, and the
Bird
flu. Yeah, that's bad news. I really hope that those cows get better and that, we get some vaccines. Maybe JoJo can get some of those now
Yeah.
fix whatever she's got going on.
The bird flu vaccine.
Maybe she can take some inspiration from the successful Beyonce and see that she can rebrand. She can pick a new genre. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, Spartans.